We're here live with the Young Marine News Network from the top of Window Rock, Arizona. The music behind us is the Gourd Dance celebration that ends the festivities here, honoring those Navajo code talkers who helped secure the victories of World War II. You know, earlier this summer, we started with the National Leadership Academy at Camp Rylea on the Oregon coast, just a couple hours west of Portland. And it was an outstanding opportunity for 227 young Marines from across the country to hone their leadership skills and for them to also become the teachers and mentors for their units back home. The Young Marine Sergeant Major Bacon, the National Young Marine of the Year, was there with me. I'd ask for some of his impressions of this academy.
I'm excited to be here. We're at Camp Rylea in Oregon on the west coast, where we have the National Leadership Academy in progress currently with 248 highly motivated young Marines. They have volunteered and were chosen to be here. And I am excited to see how they do, and they've already done awesome so far. They're learning how to teach classes, how to public speak correctly, how to motivate young Marines, what the young Marines feeling like, and all sorts of different things that are absolutely amazing to learn about, some things I didn't even know. And it's motivating for me, and I'm sure it's motivating for them. Just recently we had ALS do a drill run, and they showed that they already knew their drill movements. They were absolutely awesome out there. I couldn't even believe what I saw. They stopped cadence, and they were in step. They walked a good 200 feet, and boom, 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 on step the whole time. Most motivating thing I've seen so far this week. It was absolutely awesome. And from that, they've also been able to hold leadership billets, gunnery sergeant, first sergeant, platoon sergeant, guide, and they've all done them so well. It's awesome to see. I've talked to every single one of them, and they always have positive feedback. They're all happy, they're all smiling constantly. They're never tired, they haven't fallen asleep. They're all motivated when they wake up, they're ready in the morning. 10 minutes, give them 10 minutes, and they're on their feet, ready to go, ready to learn, ready to do more things.
This is a great course. It's a great way to build up their confidence and learn how to overcome a lot of their fears. I think that they're going to come back from this highly motivated and ready to take on all the other challenges that await for them.
When you're coming up, don't just stop and go like this. Keep going, just like this. Up and over, got it?
Yes, sir. Oh, come on, Winston. Let's go. Don't stop yourself. There you go.
They were really great young Marines this year. They came prepared and motivated. They really grew as a team real quick. We had some new challenges this year that included a map and compass course and a ropes course. The map and compass course, the young Marines got to go out, mark a map, learn how to read a map, and then they got to learn how to use a compass and actually go to different points. For the ropes course, they really challenged themselves, things that they never thought they could do, they overcame. And it really strengthened each and every one of them as a team and as a leader.
The qualities that I've noticed in leaders throughout the year is not only being able to stand up in front of a crowd and be able to run behind them and motivate them, but also being to step back and watch them do what they do and let them grow as a person and a leader. I've also noticed that they tend to be a very large people person. They like to interact with people, whether it be adults or younger kids below them or even their peers. People generally gravitate towards them, and I think those are important qualities for a leader.
It's very important to set the example, know yourself, be confident in yourself, having leadership abilities, knowing your people, and looking out for their well-being.
I was very proud to be a part of that experience. Each one of them embodied the three main concepts of the Young Marine: teamwork, leadership, and discipline. And as they went through that academy, they all developed in a great way. And one of the major events that tested those three concepts was the obstacle course. And during that obstacle course, it was great to see the young Marines help each other get through the obstacle, motivate each other, and ultimately nobody failed and everybody succeeded.
Advanced leaders, they're the top young Marines across the nation. And every year we come out here to the coast and we hold this school where we bring them to teach them the elements of leadership that they will take back to their units across the country to make them stronger, to develop that next generation of leaders that will follow behind them.
Signing off with the Young Marine News Network at Camp Rylea, and back to you at the studio.
It's as motivating now seeing them doing all of those activities as it was back then. And I can't wait until we get back to Camp Rylea next year to bring the next generation of young Marine leaders through that challenge. You know, as the summer comes, we have our Spaces events all across the country, and an opportunity to visit many of them this summer. There were also the 3rd Division camp at Camp Rainey, Georgia, to the Flight Academy graduation in Pensacola, Florida, to the FEMA CERT camp that was going out with the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department. Young Marines across the country in different areas getting challenged, getting education, leadership, teamwork, discipline, and all the motivation that comes with being a young Marine. I actually crossed paths with Young Marine Sergeant Major Bacon down in southern Louisiana for the Jefferson Parish Sheriff's Office recruit graduation ceremony. And I know he's been out in the field meeting and greeting with young Marines and units around the area. So why don't we run down some of those journeys of yours this summer?
Yes, it has been a very busy summer for me. I've been able to go visit multiple units, some in my area and some in other places in the country, one of which was the JPSO unit in Louisiana, which was a great time. But every unit I visit is an absolutely outstanding time. I love meeting young Marines. They're all outstanding, and I have a great time doing it.
That's right, it's been a very busy summer for young Marines all across the country, and not just with the national level. Several regional leadership schools were run. I had the opportunity to see one in Southern California that graduated. There were other camps going on throughout the country. Just young Marines getting out, exercising, and practicing all those great elements of the Young Marines program, the leadership, the teamwork, and the discipline. We actually have our first Young Marine News Network field report coming to you now.
Hello, this is Young Marine Sergeant Trimble Daniels of Courts for Young Marines. We just finished a flag raising ceremony just now. I am here with Brett Hart of the Free and Accepting Masons. He's the past master of the Mason Lodge. Sir, can you tell us about the Masons?
Well, yes. We are a fraternal group that has a belief in God. We don't specify which ones, but we do believe in God. You have to be you have to have a belief in a supreme being in order to be a Mason. We have been around for hundreds of years. We're the oldest fraternity in the world right now. Roots going as far back as, well, we can trace it on paper at least back to the 1600s, but it's been an ongoing thing for years before that. We are here our principal tenets are brotherly love, relief, and truth. I am a past master of Lancaster Lodge. I'm currently a junior warden in the lodge and moving up the line. I'll be a master again in 2017. I was in the Marine Corps. That was one of the reasons why I wanted to get you guys out here to help us and show these other people how to really raise a flag and what it really looks like to have some professionalism in it when you guys raise a flag. And it's very, very touching to see you guys do that. You do such a great job. So we're really proud to have you guys out here.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
And can you tell us about the flag raising ceremony?
We started raising the flag here at the lodge in 2001. 2001, I believe that was when we had some little incident in September. Kind of caused a little bit of patriotism to be in our, yep, that's right. And from that point on, we really wanted to just make sure that people in the community know that, hey, we're here, we still believe in America, and we want to get the flag up there, so we don't want people burning our flag. We want to see people showing respect for our flag. So we do this kind of thing, and we get people like you out here to show us how to do it.
This is Young Marine Sergeant Daniels K for the Young Marine News Network.
And that's some really great footage. Our very first Young Marine News Network field reporter turning it in. And that coffee mug, it's on the way to you now. And I've asked our experts at Pinnacle Productions that film the Young Marine News Network and so many other great videos for us to put together a list of tips to help you with your submissions for the next edition.
For the best field report, find a quiet spot for your interview. Avoid filming into the sun or a bright background. For good audio, make sure the mic is close to the interviewee. Always introduce yourself and the interviewee. Make sure your questions are short and clear. Be sure to sign off for the Young Marines News Network, your rank and name.
We're coming up to the end of the summer, and one of the last big opportunities of the year is the Jimmy Trimble Award and Scholarship. Young Marines, I challenge you to fill it out and submit it by the 1 September deadline. Go online, look in the Esprit, fill out the paperwork, do the essay, do the picture, send it in to us, postmarked by 1 September. It's the opportunity of a lifetime to go with us to the American Veterans Center Awards Dinner in November and a follow-on trip to Guam and Iwo Jima with myself, the National Young Marine of the Year and the Division Young Marines of the Year. Don't be left behind, put in for it, and I hope to see you there. We're filming live here in Window Rock, Arizona at the Navajo Code Talkers Day 2016. But rather than have me tell you about it, I'm going to turn it over to the experts. The two people that have been working this program for over 10 years, making this a phenomenal success and a unique event, not only for our nation, but within the Department of Defense and the Marine Corps. Brenda McNulty and Joe McDonough out of the Colorado area for the Young Marines have been doing this for over 10 years now. Brenda, just tell the audience some of the things that go on to make this wonderful event take place.
Well, thank you, Colonel Davis. This year we had over 200 young Marines and adult leaders attend Navajo Code Talker Day, where they got to experience climbing Window Rock, which is behind us, the Gourd Dancing Festival, as well as meeting Navajo Code Talkers from World War II. I think they all had a blast and learned an awful lot from their experiences.
And Joe, your inputs on this one. You've been doing this for a while as well.
Yes, sir. Being a Marine veteran, it is outstanding to be able to deal with the Navajo Code Talkers and honor them. And Mrs. McNulty puts on a top-notch program.
I'll tell you, the one thing I've learned is when they get here, the kids are motivated and excited. And I tell people, you put them on a bus, they get hardly any sleep. They come here, they do all kinds of community service projects, and they support the veterans, the code talkers that are here, and then they participate all day long in this ceremony out in the sun, and we put them on a bus and send them home, and they all have smiles on their faces. I don't know how you do it. It's the magic, but this is just an outstanding event. Know you talked a lot about leadership and about passing on the legacy. What did it mean to you to have the young Marines out here for over a decade now supporting this ceremony, sir?
Well, it is really beyond expression of thank you. A shehe in Navajo, that's a lot more bigger than just the word thank you. A shehe for coming out here and giving us that spring of hopefulness that America is in your hand right now, every one of you, and will carry on the Marine Corps tradition, always ready to fight and protect this nation of ours. Thank you for coming out here.
I'm Sergeant Major Green, 18th Sergeant Major of the Marine Corps, here at Window Rock, Arizona, here with the Navajo Nation, celebrating the Code Talker Day of the United States. It was the Code Talkers in World War II that helped America secure liberty and freedom against the Japanese. It was the Code Talkers that had a language that couldn't be broken. Many languages have been broken over time, but this specific language, by this generation, by this nation, was one that today still lives on as a legacy to those who benefited and those who served this great nation. I walked up the hill today, to Window Rock with those young Marines, and I'll tell you, it brings tears to my eyes to know that there are Americans out there, Americans, young Americans, that look up to the Marine Corps, and we absolutely do it for them. So the organization, you, all the young Marines of today, I'll tell you, Semper Fidelis, keep up the great work, stay drug-free, because that's what a part of this organization is all about. Keep the camaraderie, the teamwork going, the work you do out in society. I'll tell you, I can't say enough about you and how proud I am of you. Semper Fidelis, brother.
And it wasn't just the community service, it wasn't just the events of supporting here. I understand the 5K was even better than last year?
Oh, we are so excited to announce that we partnered with Mothers Against Drunk Driving.
Outstanding.
We had over 50 Navajos that were in support of Mothers Against Drunk Driving that ran and walked the race with the Young Marines. It was a phenomenal event, and all the locals truly enjoyed it.
That's truly awesome.
We even had Chester out running the 5K this year, sir.
I got footage of Chester in Tulsa with his number on and everything. I hope he was all hydrated like the rest.
It was outstanding, sir.
And I think the two of you just represent the real strength of our program is its adult volunteers. And I think you want to give a shout out to them too for all the work they did to bring this off.
I would like to do that. Our adult volunteers have been out here all day, leading by example since we got here, helping the young Marines out and doing their part, and we couldn't get this done without them.
Some of the best young Marines we've ever had, and the adult leaders have been phenomenal. Thank you so much.
There's still events going on, but thanks for taking the time out to bring this news to our Young Marine News Network family out there across the nation. And keep doing what you're doing. We can't do it without you.
Thank you, sir.
And I know everyone thanks you for it as well.
We appreciate it, sir. Hoorah.
And now, it's time to go to the top of the rock. We have so much to look forward to as we go into the fall. We have Red Ribbon Week coming up in October, our Young Marines Birthday, Veterans Day celebrations across the country, and this December we'll be returning again to Hawaii to honor those who served and sacrificed during the attacks of Pearl Harbor 75 years ago. We will again go to the Punch Bowl and do the memorial service, and then join the veterans that are still with us as we march through the streets of Honolulu, celebrating their service and sacrifice and remembering those who have gone before. I understand Young Marine units from across the country will be joining us, and I look forward to seeing you there.
So we have a gift on behalf of the entire Young Marine program. This pen is handmade with wood from Bellow Wood, and we'd like you to have it on behalf of the Young Marine program.
I'm honored, and it's my pleasure to accept the pen on behalf of all the active duty and reserve Marines. All right, we're really proud of what you're doing. You don't have to go into service. You don't have to serve in a uniform to serve America. So whether you decide to become a Marine one day or you decide to serve your nation, just make sure you do something positive, stay drug-free, and keep that community service up, all right?
Thank you
Semper
very much,
Fidelis.
sir.
Hurrah. Proud of you. Hurrah. Have a great day, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Hurrah.
Signing off for the Young Marine News Network, live from the top of Window Rock, Arizona at the Navajo Code Talker Day. Stay motivated, stay engaged, and keep living that healthy, drug-free lifestyle.